Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of StarNotes. I'm Brynn Krug, the lifestyle editor.
I'm Jenny, the video editor.
I'm Kahlil, Kambui, assistant news editor.
And today's topic is the new movie coming out on October 18th, Smile 2.
I'm kind of excited because it's horror movie. I love horror movie because it's like I kind of like the jump scary movies. Like it makes me like horrified. Like kind of makes me scared. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited too. The first movie got my hopes really high up for the second one because the first one was really good. So,
Right.
Yeah. How scary did you guys find the first one?
I would say it wasn't like an out jump scare thing, but like more of like a psychological horror thing with the subject matter it has. So
Yeah. I do remember, I think there was a scene where she was like sitting at her kitchen table or something, and then like a face popped up like doing the smile thing. But I remember it was just such a good jump scare. Like, so I feel like it didn't rely heavily on jump scares,
yeah.
but the ones that it did have like packed a punch.
Because I feel like some of the scenes is kind of like the character, the villain, I guess, kind of like gaslights the character in like in a way where you're just a creepy person smiling at you,
Right.
and no one else sees it but you. And people think you're crazy for that, you know? No one else can see it.
That's also, as a PSA, obviously this episode will contain spoilers for Smile 1. So if you haven't seen Smile 1 and you care about spoilers, just a heads up. But I think it's interesting that you bring up the fact that like people would think you're crazy, because that's how like the first one starts out. Is the main character, her name is Rose. Rose works at a hospital as a psychiatrist.
Oh, yeah.
So when she meets the first like person harboring like the curse that's the smile, that person is like a patient of hers. Which first, let's just get into, do you guys want to do like a little overview of the movie just as a reminder?
Sure.
So it follows, like I said, Rose is a psychiatrist for this girl. This girl says, "Oh, I watched my professor take his own life in front of me, and ever since then, I've been seeing these like scary smiling faces." And so Rose tries to give her that help, but the girl ends up taking her own life in front of Rose. And that's how the curse spreads. This curse leads people to see everyone around them as like the people smiling, and then eventually it gets to a point where like the curse wins, and they end their life. Whoever they end their life in front of now has the curse, and it continues on. So that's how Rose like gets a curse at the beginning. But I mean, if you told people, "Oh my God, everyone around me is like smiling at me," they would just think you're going through psychosis.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that she met her in a hospital makes so much sense. But it would be hard to be like, the hardest part I think about having this curse would be like no one believing you. Luckily, Rose in the first one, like her, the police officer who's her ex-boyfriend, who she ends up kind of like working with throughout the movie to try to like solve the mystery. His name's Joel. And so like she has him that believes her. But I think the setting change in Smile 2 is really interesting because it follows Sky Riley, played by Naomi Scott. And she's a pop star who's currently on a world tour.
Oh, really?
So it's like, yeah, she's very much in the public eye. So it's like when she's going through this, like other people are seeing it. But it's like
Right.
she wouldn't want to tell her fans, "Hey, I'm seeing this thing," because like
I
they
know,
would think
right?
she was
Yeah.
crazy. So it's just interesting because like she has a lot more people who are watching her and are like monitoring her. So yeah, it's like harder to hide the secret.
One thing I hope it goes into is like how it transitioned from her, the girl in the first movie, because I know she died in like the house fire type thing. And now it goes on to like this pop star. So
Yeah, that's why, I mean, I think, like, it totally makes sense why this movie has a sequel. Because, yeah, the first one ends with,
The main character
so-
die.
yeah, Rose, like, tries to, like, confront her trauma because like the like smile thing like specifically targets like people with trauma and kind of like feeds off of them. So there's like this huge scene, and then she thinks that she like defeats like the curse and like got rid of it, but then it turns out like she was dreaming and she's like still back at the house with like the entity, and it shows it like basically getting her, but then it switches to, we see that Joel, who was like the cop ex-boyfriend, he showed up like to the house looking for her, and she flashes a creepy smile and lights herself on fire in front of Joel.
Yeah.
So at the end of Smile 1, it gets transferred to Joel. But I didn't see Joel at all in the trailer for Smile 2, but he is on the cast list. So like I feel like they're definitely going to bring up the transition. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it is.
Because I do remember in the trailer, it was a little girl who came up to her, the pop star who gives her the curse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because then it's like, yeah, I wonder how many people it went through, like from him, and like how in depth they're going to show us. Oh, I think she actually got it from her friend. Because I think that the girl that was smiling, like the little girl, was just like the hallucination.
Oh, okay.
Because in the beginning of the trailer, she goes to her friend Lucas Gage's, played by Lucas Gage, and that's I think when he gives it to her.
Okay.
But oh yeah, I'm interested to see what happens to Joel because I like Kyle Gallner, the actor. He was Colin Gray in Jennifer's Body, and then he's kind of been in the spotlight a little recently because his movie Dinner in America has been receiving some like attention over on TikTok. So yeah, he's a good actor. I like him. So when I saw him in that movie, I was like, oh my God, like he's in this movie. And then of course he gets stuck with the curse at the end. So he's probably dead in Smile 2, but we'll have to see. But this like they don't like say anything when they smile.
Oh really?
They just like, well, they do like talk, but it's just like they look and oh my God, someone's doing the creepy smile.
Apparently Drew Barrymore is in this one as well, the second
really?
one. Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, I saw in the trailer she was like a TV show host interviewing Naomi Scott's character Sky Riley. Oh, but she plays herself. Drew Barrymore does.
That's pretty cool. So, I do like the marketing they did for the first movie though. Because I haven't really seen as much marketing like in the same vein as they did for the first one, for the second one.
Yeah.
Because I know they had like people going to baseball games and stuff like that, standing behind the camera at like news like Good Morning America, stuff like that.
Oh, like doing the creepy smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's also going to be interesting because like it's literally called Smile. Like the whole premise is the creepy smile.
Yeah.
And that was like the thing with the first one, like, oh my God, creepy smile. So that is like, they're going to have to step it up in the second one because it's like, okay, we've seen that. We've seen the smile. Right. So like I feel like they're not doing as much marketing because that was like, oh, it's shocking seeing this creepy smile. They're like, what's that creepy smile? Oh, it's about this movie. But now like people already know it because they've seen the first movie. But yeah, it would have been cool if they did like something else, but that was still like a gimmicky marketing thing for the second one.
Right.
Yeah, they're still going to, like you said, step it up. Like I guess either jump scare wise in the movie or horror wise.
Yeah.
And then for Smile 1, they had $17 million for the budget, which is not that much money for like movies.
Yeah.
And then they got like the box office. It's at $217.4 million.
Dang.
Wow.
Do you know what
It's crazy.
It says Smiles 2 release date sets up 2024 creepiest double bill.
Really?
Let me see.
For the Smile 1 movie, the screen running time was like 150 minutes.
150?
It's like almost 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's say almost 2 hours. And then for the Smile 2, it's like expected running time will be like 127 minutes.
That's a little bit longer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like long movies now. Movies has been getting a lot longer nowadays.
Right. I'm expecting more for this one because like the mousetrap that we just talked in or previous StarNotes podcast, like the mousetrap was a trash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just expecting a lot of from Smile too.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, hopefully.
There's one thing I have a gripe with the Smile franchise, I guess, is I feel like it's so easily avoidable to just not look at the people smiling before they're about to kill themselves in front of you. Like, you could just close your eyes, go la la la, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just turn away. I don't know. I feel like they're just so entranced with the people.
I also
doing
think
it.
the thing is, like, I mean, it's different for Joel at the end of the first one when, like, he sees Rose in her life. But, like, they wouldn't know. Like, they wouldn't know to look away. So that's kind of like, they don't know that this is a curse that's going to hit them, you know?
I gotcha, yeah.
What if we start doing in the office, like, start smiling?
Just start
Like-
smiling at people.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
start being really creepy. Yeah, the thumbnail for this video is us just, like, creepily looking.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, I tried to look out the budget, and I couldn't find it. So
Yeah.
I don't think that data has been released. But
Yeah.
I would assume with the success of the first one, it's more. Also, for, like, the cast of the first one, it has some, like, decently big names, but, like, Kyle Gallner, like, he's been in stuff, but,
really?
like, not anything that's, like, gotten him a ton of popularity. And Sosie Bacon, who's the main girl, I haven't seen her in anything else. Jessie T. Usher, who's A-Train in The Boys,
Yeah.
was also in this, but
Guess
if
what?
Smile...
It doesn't look
Yeah.
like he's in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. I think his character... Was it her boyfriend or something?
I don't,
Hold on, let me find it.
Kyle Gallner was in
Oh.
Scream. He was in Scream.
Oh, he was in Scream 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's her, Rose's fiance.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that, yeah. She started acting a lot more. I don't think I remember her fiance couldn't handle her acting, not herself because of the Smile stuff.
Yeah.
She was like dropping wine glasses in the kitchen and just not acting
And
herself.
that's why Joel stepped up.
Cal Penn from Smile 1 movie, he was the former White House staff member in the Barack Obama administration.
The
Who?
actor?
Yeah, Cal Penn. His name is Cal Penn.
Oh.
Carl Penn.
Oh, yeah, he looks familiar.
His actual name is Kalpan Suresh Modi.
That's actually pretty cool.
I know, I'm surprised. He was like the former White House staff member, and he is doing movie for it. I'm surprised.
Are you sure?
Yeah, isn't the same?
Yeah. There's something on Wikipedia about him speaking at a rally for Barack Obama
Right.
at University of Maryland.
Oh, yeah, he joined the Obama administration as an associate director. But that was after he got famous. Obviously, like, how this movie, like, differs is that most horror movies end with the antagonist being defeated. But, like, in the end of Smile 1, the antagonist wins.
Yeah.
So, like, she kind of tried to, like, defeat the monster,
Yeah.
but wasn't able to. So I'm going to be interested to, like, see how much in this movie, like, they find out how it works and, like, find the actual solution.
Oh, yeah,
I
right.
do remember in the first one that they went to like this one guy, I forgot his name, but to like find an actual solution. And I believe his one solution was kill another person.
Yeah.
So, like, and
If you kill another person, it stops.
yeah.
But, yeah, she said, like, oh, I don't want to kill someone. But I think it would be, obviously it's, like, this curse or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not a, like, singular linear thing. Because, like, it's not like it only gets past, like, one person to one person. Because then when it stopped with that guy, or, like, when he killed that person, then, like, unless, I don't know, maybe it, wait, let me, hold
What
on,
if the
let me
like
look
the
this
main
up.
character of Smile 2 gets killed again,
Maybe.
and there will be another Smile 3?
I feel like the main character could defeat it, maybe. I don't know.
That's like 50% chance.
Yeah.
Of, like,
Maybe, who knows? She ends up going the route of actually killing another person to get the curse off of her.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it looked in the trailer, it was like they were trying to find a cure, and they said something about like, oh, you have to be like dead first, and then showed like a medical table. So I feel like if they could try to like do something to like stop her heart and then like restart it. So I'm wondering if that works. I feel like if that was really the solution, though, they wouldn't put it in the trailer.
Right.
But I was going to say, it would be interesting since Joel knows, I think he knows the thing about like having to kill someone.
Yeah.
So it's like, does he decide to do that, or does he just like accept his fate? Like, I really hope it like dives in more to what happened to him.
Yeah, because maybe it's not connected. Because you said it's like not linear one-on-one.
Well, I'm not positive. I was just saying because like when the guy stopped the curse for himself by killing someone else, who did it go to next? Unless it was like, I would have to rewatch the movie to know this, so I'm not positive. But if he killed someone in front of someone else, so then the person it was in front of now has the curse.
I feel like maybe he said something along the lines of that. Maybe. Like,
But yeah, that's why I'm like, but if that isn't the case, then it's like, how did the curse start up again? And then it's like, that's why I was saying, like, maybe it's nonlinear and it can just start up randomly. And in that case, then Joel wouldn't necessarily have to be connected to Sky Riley.
Yeah. There's one thing that this movie does remind me of. It reminds me of another movie. You know, It Follows.
I love it. It's in my Letterboxd top 4. I love It Follows.
It kind of reminds me as it follows in a way as it's like something that's like passed along maybe, and like it literally just follows you in a way. So
yeah, no, it is. You're right in the sense that it is very similar. Yeah. I like It Follows more though. I love It Follows.
Oh my
it's
god,
a pretty good movie.
Okay, there's a I think he's a dude, and then in Smile 2, he's going to appear. His name is Lucas.
Lucas Gage, yeah.
Yeah. He appeared in Euphoria.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He was like, he had a smaller role.
Oh, really?
I think he like had like a thing with the character Maddie, and then her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend at the time, Nate. I think he ended up like beating him up and potentially like framing him for something.
Oh my god.
So like he did not have a good rec. But yeah, I think I definitely recognize this guy, Lucas Gage, but I feel like he's only been in smaller roles.
Oh yeah, he definitely looks familiar.
This role is also not super big for him because, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's the guy who gives the curse to the main character.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So it's like the beginning is him like dying.
He's bad. He's a bitch. Jenny Kotapa. No, sorry.
Doomed to die, I guess, and doomed to have bad roles. Played a villain, I guess.
Right.
Oh, but yeah, I also love Talk to Me, and I think Talk to Me is like, it's a hard watch in the sense that like it made me sick. Like there are certain scenes,
so many,
like that are just so hard to watch, and I think that is genuinely like so scary. And like when I saw Talk to Me, I was like, oh my god, this movie's incredible because it's so scary. I think it's way scarier than Smile.
I think that's what makes a good horror movie, though.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Something that makes you like recoil in a way, and makes you want to turn your head.
No, I think one of my favorite like horror movies will always be The First Conjuring.
Oh yeah, I was
like,
about to say Conjuring.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The way like it builds up gets me like so scared. So I think that's really scary. Yeah, Smile, I didn't think it was that scary. Like I thought it was kind of creepy, and then like I said, that one jump scare really got me. But like at the end when they have like her hallucination of like what like the curse is, it's like this like giant person. Like I think some people would find that scary, but like I didn't think that was scary at all. So yeah, I hope the second one's scarier. But I feel like at least to me, what's scary is like kind of the unknown. I think that's why The Conjuring is so scary.
Yeah.
Because for the majority of the movie, you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't even know like what the villain is. There are like multiple scenes in The Conjuring where it's like it's a really like it's a high anxiety like scary scene, and then nothing ends up happening. Like it's like one little thing, but it's like the tension building up and the thought that, oh my god, is something going to pop out that is scary, not what's actually happening on screen. So I think that is in a way how Smile can kind of fall short is because like the whole premise is a visual thing. The whole premise is like, oh my God, creepy Smile. So it's like, I think it's harder to like build that tension when it is a more cut and dry like villain. But I hope they do that.
There needs to be that tension, but I also hope it's not like one of those mega killer movies where lots of people die for the sake of dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bunch of horror movies.
I don't know. Based on the trailer, it's like it looked like it just followed Naomi Scott's character. So it's like if she gets the curse at the beginning, I feel like there wouldn't be a lot of people dying because of that. But yeah, I'm interested to see like, because she was looking for the cure. It's like what you saying, like, is she going to find that in this movie, or is she not? And then there's a Smile 3.
Maybe they could stop the curse in this one. Who knows?
Yeah.
Prevent it from ever spreading again.
What would you prefer? Stop the curse or not stop the curse and have Smile 3?
Stop the curse, to be honest.
I think the concept of it, the villain wins in the end of the first one is like shocking and like, oh my God, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if they do that in the second one and in the second one in the same way, and it's also kind of lazy because it's like, oh, you couldn't think of a way to end the curse. So I think if they end the second one in that way, it'll be lazy and also a total cash grab for Smile 3. So I really hope they don't do that.
One thing I kind of like the idea of is maybe they leave it unresolved and they don't break the curse, but they also don't do Smile 3 in a way, just like building that mystery and just leaving that cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yes.
I won't say it specifically because of spoilers, but the way they handle the topic of like defeating the curse in the end of the movie with It Follows, I really liked the ending of It Follows, like how they kind of covered that. And there also is going to be, I'm pretty sure there's an It Follows 2 coming out.
Oh, really?
So like I think it's interesting, especially when it's like a lot of horror movies, like I said, are like a villain. Like it's either if it's like a serial killer movie or
A ghost.
it's like a serial killer or a ghost or a demon or something like that. So that's why it's like curses are so much harder, and also like they don't know the origin. Like in The Ring, I would consider The Ring like a curse horror movie, but like she is able to like find out the origin, and like the whole movie is her like finding out the history. And that's kind of what they do in Smile 1 with the way that she like talks to the guy in prison who had like escaped the curse. But like we don't know what the origin is of this curse. So I'm like, I wonder if in this movie they'll try to define what the origin is.
I think they should. Yeah,
Same.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm like, what could they come up with though that would be scary? Honestly, I feel like the mystery of it is more effective, and it's like, because anything that they could do to like create a curse, I feel like would just become cheesy. Like, 400 years ago, a witch did this. Like, I feel like that wouldn't fit in with the style of the movie either.
Maybe like I guess like in the way they did Hereditary in that curse. Because like a demon is like a devil. I feel like it's simple, but it also works well, I guess.
Yeah, because we kind of saw like an embodiment of the demon in the end of the first movie, but the embodiment is the people around you, which again, that's kind of a cool premise to be like, oh, it's not like there's some evil thing, is you're hallucinating that the people around you are evil, which again, very similar to It Follows. Because It Follows is a curse where it's someone is always following you, and if they get to you, they'll kill you. But they could look like anyone. So it's like they don't like talk or anything, so that's how you could kind of follow it out. But it's like you could look like, I could literally look over there and I see Jenny, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Jenny. And then she's walking towards me and I'm like, that's not Jenny. Like that's why, that's kind of the scary thing about that curse. And also a similarity is that it's the people around you that you know, so that makes it unexpected. But yeah, this is like everyone around you is smiling. But it's like if you start freaking out, like I saw a clip in the trailer where it was like a bunch of like dancers like all like smiling and like creepily going down a hallway towards her. But it's like if you freak out in front of your dancers, you're gonna just look like a weirdo. Like, which is what I was saying at the beginning. Like she is very public. Like Rose was alone a good portion of the movie, the only other people she was with were her fiance, who you said like had a problem with the fact that she was like going crazy, and Joel, who knew about the curse and believed in it. So it's like not only is Sky Riley in the public eye, but it's like she's surrounded by cast and crew and so many people every day. So yeah, it's like they're all going to be looking at her and saying like, oh, you're going crazy. And I feel like especially like in that scene, and also like the people that she works with and are surrounded with are most likely not like her close confidants. Like Rose is able to tell Joel like, hey, I have this curse because she has a personal relationship with him. But if Sky just like tells Drew Barrymore or like her random backup dancer, hey, I'm seeing this curse, they're just gonna think she's crazy and like not have that faith in her.
She nearly basically alone in this. He said, in this issue.
Which that's like, I think that's another thing in movies, in like horror movies that can be scary. Is like the concept of like people not believing you. Like that's horrifying. Like knowing either knowing in yourself like this is a real thing that I am being haunted by and that's happening to me and no one else will believe me. That's horrible. But another horrifying alternative is this thing real or am I just crazy?
Right.
Yeah. Which is so scary. But yeah, overall, I think Smile 2 definitely has a lot of like promise.
Yeah.
I think they can do a lot of cool things with it. Because the first one was, well, it was similar to It Follows, but it was kind of something fresh. But I think they need to be careful that they're introducing enough new elements that it's not just like a repeat of the same movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I saw the first one in theaters. I saw it like in theaters and have not watched it since then. So that's why I needed a little refresher on what actually happened in it. But yeah, also horror movies are always better in theaters because like you got the sound and the big visual. All right, but yeah, hopefully it lives up to the expectations and I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Me too. I'm excited.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys also like Smile 2, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.